Hey, what's up guys? It's Con here for FitnessAngelo. I actually posted a picture on my Instagram page. If you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, check it out here. About doing a question and answers. Basically any questions that you guys have regarding live training, anything like that. And I was going to answer it in the video. So here we go, let's get started, huh? First question is from Project Strength, guys. He asked me, what is my max on the bench press? Right now, guys, my max on the bench press is 250 pounds. It's a pause rep. So it's 250 pounds is where I'm at. Second question here from Lawrence Curtis. He says, what is your ideal weight or size goal you want to achieve before stepping back on stage in a few years? If you guys don't know, I'm actually going to take a 5 years off season right now before I step on stage again. My ideal weight, guys, is to be probably on stage around 165, to be shredded to the bone. This upcoming competition, my lowest of the lowest was at 135, I believe. So I actually want to be able to add that much, about 30 pounds, which is kind of be stretching it a little bit, but hey, I'm willing to work hard and see where I can go from here. So my ideal weight is to be probably 160s on stage, shredded. So the next one is from Con James. He says, how much is your monthly grocery bills and where in California are you located? To be honest, my monthly bill for just groceries itself, during prep, it was easily about, I'd say, $100 bucks, 100 to 150 bucks for me alone. But right now during the bulk, I eat more of whatever the family's eating as well, plus more. So I'd say probably cut it down to about 70 to 80 bucks. So $80, that's it. But mostly what I buy is just protein, a lot of protein source. And carbs, every time I have carbs here, just basically rice, guys, typical Asian stuff. Next question is from John Alvarez 11. He said, can someone with average genetics build a great physique using only machines? In my opinion, guys, I think you can build an average physique with that amount of machines only. Again, it's all about being able to utilize what you have and being able to create hypertrophy for your muscles to grow and to look good. Now, is it optimal to just use machines? No. But is it possible? Yeah, I'd say so. Tony Doe said, I heard you were Tony Doe's cousin. Seriously. Hey, Tony Doe, much love to you, man. We're brothers, actually, right? Separated? I don't know. ConFitness786 asked me, how long have you been lifting for? And also, how did you get shredded as fuck? So guys, how long have I been lifting for? I've been lifting for about 3 years now. I started seriously lifting about September 11, 2011. Yeah, that's when I first got my membership ever at any gym. I was at Gold's Gym in Mountain View. I got my first membership there. That's how I started. And yeah. How did I get shredded? Just diet down, man. Diet not long enough to get shredded. From BLK Confed Cimmerian. He's a good friend of mine, KJ, back in the day in high school. How did you go from JRTC to Army Strong without enlisting? I was in ROTC, guys, JRTC in my high school, all through my high school years. I was about to enlist in the military, but I didn't get to, so I just didn't enlist in the Army, so. The next question from Ready to Go from Lawrence, a good friend of mine as well. He says, LA Fit Expo or not? I don't know yet. LA Fit Expo, I might go there. I might just drive down there. Why not, right? For fun, see a lot of people out there. So I'll probably be there, Lawrence. Another question, this is from Miss TR.G. He says, when you're at the peak of your bulk, have you ever had any body image issue? Like everything just feels jiggly and clothes feel tight as hell? If so, how did you get over it? At the peak of my bulk, I was around 179, guys, hitting almost 180. I was definitely fluffy, but to be honest, I think everyone has body image issue. That's the reason why we as bodybuilders, as people who work out in the gym, that's the reason why we're in there. We're trying to improve our physique. And do we have like days or times when we feel like crap and we don't look good? Yeah, of course I do. But I just keep in mind that I know that I can get shredded. I know how to get shredded. Now I just got to be able to put the work in naturally. I guess being part of, fluffy or whatever you might call it, or a high body fat, it's just part of the deal that you have to deal with. I mean, no matter how long, let's say you reverse diet, you're still gonna be able to. You're not gonna look as good as you were before when you were shredded. So yeah, how did I get over it? Just remember the goal in mind, guys. Remember that it's part of the process. As long as you know how to get shredded, as long as you know how to get lean, how to lose the body fat. Asian Muscle said, do you have a hate or a love relationship with Asian genetics? I love who I am. I love my genetics. I think the thing about Asian genetics, at least from my point of view, guys, is that we really have a small waist. That's something that I've noticed for myself, from my brother, and from other Asian bodybuilders out there, that we really do have a gift of having a small waist compared to like other race, I guess. The thing is, I know that we do have a hard time of adding upper body size, but then again, I mean, genetics is genetics. You can't control it, so why worry about it? That's what I think about it. Here's another question from Michael. It says, Michael Feltscher, if I'm not mistaken. He says, what's your favorite training day? Please don't say arms. My favorite training day is definitely upper body right now. If you guys know, I'm doing a push-pull leg, so my favorite day is definitely push day. I just like getting the chest pump, the shoulders pump, and the triceps, so that's my favorite training day. FitnessAngelo said, diet tips to get shredded. Please give your time an adequate amount of time to diet down, guys. Make sure you're smart about it. Count your macros and just keep that up. Ace Baldwin, INBA, PNBA Pro, shout out to you, man. He says, why are you so handsome? I'm not that handsome as you, man. Much love. Hong Nguyen said, what are your favorite exercises for back, biceps, and shoulders? Alright, so for my favorite exercise for back is definitely either a dumbbell row or a V-grip lap hold downs. I've been liking that a lot lately, so that's one of my favorite things to do for that. For biceps, to be honest, I don't really like training arms, but if I do have to choose one for biceps, it definitely have to be a dumbbell alternating curl. I just get a pretty good pump in that. Also hammer curl. I love dumbbell hammer curls. Those are always good. For shoulders, I like to do seated shoulder presses with dumbbells, or I like to do lateral raises. I feel like the lateral delt is one of the things that you really have to bring up to look good up on stage. So I focus a lot, and that's one of my favorite shoulder exercises. John, you asked me, how do you deal with cravings or hunger on a cut? What helped you most to be disciplined and have a successful cut? Alright, so this is how I look at that. That was the last question, by the way, from John and from everyone else. So the way I deal with the cravings that I have is I just think about what I crave, imagine tasting it, and knowing that the food will always be there after the cut, guys. Whether you're contest prepping, in this case that I was contest prepping, during my prep, I just remembered that food will always be there after the show. So it's never worth it for me to binge or for me to cheat on the meal if I know that it's gonna be there after the show. For instance, if I know that's gonna give me a setback in my dieting, it's not worth it for me to have a setback if I've been dieting for 15, 10 plus weeks just for a taste of food that will be there even when I'm done finished dieting. So just keep that in mind. If you guys do have cravings for something, now, especially during contest prep, just think about why you're craving it, and remember that the food will always be there after the show day. So you don't have to really need it. You don't really need it. So whether sleep it out, drink water. So other than that, that's what I did. And I just gotta keep the goal in mind, stay consistent, and stay hungry on what your goal is. Alright guys, so that's the Q&A. That's the first Q&A. I can't believe it was this successful. So thank you everyone out there for sending me the questions. It means a lot to me to share my point of view, share my knowledge with you guys. Much love to everyone out there. Thank you guys for all the help, the love, and everything else. Much love guys, and Kyan is out. God bless.